fine Sunday afternoon for baseball at Petco Park. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. Tatis, the National League's leading hitter to this point, takes his swings. Next. Andy Bentz will be the man on the mound for the Friars. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Ready now, Dante Bichette. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Very nice afternoon, high skies, and 77 degrees at game time. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
The 2-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And all right at home plate. Another full count pitch. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Top of the first, just underway at Petco Park. And he watches a splitter for a called third strike, and his side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Taijuan Walker will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. Dan, any thoughts?
Listen, the sky has been the limit for Taijuan Walker, and I've been saying this, and I'll continue to say it. I'm going to give up on Taijuan Walker when Taijuan Walker gives up on himself. Big, strong guy, 95 to 97 miles an hour. Good, clean, soft mechanics. Good overhand curveball. His changeup has gotten better. This could be one of the up-and-coming right-handed pitching stars in the game of baseball.
1-1 is belted, and take a look at this, deep to right center field, and it's gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Home run number 59 on the season, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Yeah, I can remember remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this with pop at the plate can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Into the box, Fernando Tatis. Fly ball out toward right field. Burns is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Hero, what's your take on this team today?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
At the plate, Matt Antonelli, who had a strong showing at the plate in the first half, currently sitting in third place in the league's batting race.
Yeah, well within striking distance to get himself a batting championship title here. He's going to have to put together a nice second half to get it done, though.
Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. And he's really continued to look great in the second half of the season. Over the last 10 games, hitting over 300.
He's been so consistent all year. His timing, just his presence in the box. It doesn't look like this is going away anytime soon. Probably going to battle for a batting title the rest of the way.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in to in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Standing in now, Mark McGuire. Hit on the ground to third. In time to first, and there are two away.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Big Daddy.
Stepping into the box, Big Daddy David is currently fourth in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here. Antonelli stands at second with two gone. Runner goes for third. Strike taken to throw. Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Set. Here's the 3-1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Big number 67 on the year. And the Friars have moved out in front 3-0.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Standing in, Tony Gwynn, and he enters play today, currently fifth in the National League batting race. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right, and it's out of here. Back-to-back two-out home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 51 on the year, as the Padres have stretched their lead now 4-0.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Stepping in, Matt Stairs, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. The 2-2. Down the first baseline. This is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Tomas has it in his tracks, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. We'll move on to the second now at Petco Park. The Padres lead it 4-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Stephen Drew. Home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit.
Ball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Tatis backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather, pick it and grin. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road.
Into the box, Mark Grace. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Now to the plate, Alex Roth, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. Fouled off. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Wynn. And that's the 3rd out. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail here 4-0. Digging in now for San Diego, Benito Santiago, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Line hard. Foul. Hit sharply on the ground, and this will get through into left for a leadoff hit.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes five hits already for these guys.
Stepping in now, Andy Bentz. Grounder down the line at third. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. The 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Groff giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And you talk about fitting a profile for a right fielder. Big surprise who brings the absolute bazooka to the game today. That is the right fielder. Don't look for anyone to test this guy.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Manuel Diaz. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he's certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
The 1-1. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis.
Ready for another chance? Fernando Tatis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Padres leave one. They lead it 4-0. A good look there at the picturesque La Jolla Cove just north of San Diego. Welcome back to Petco Park, home of the Padres. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Tapped up the first baseline, and they'll just tag him out along the first baseline. So stepping in, Daniel Descalso took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So here now is the pitcher, Taijuan Walker. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They're down 4-0. Next to the plate for the Padres, Matt Antonelli. He'll lead it off here against Taijuan Walker. The 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. And with the dog days just ahead, here's a look at our upcoming schedule into the first week of August. Digging in, Mark McGuire. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Big Daddy David. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Striding into the box, Tony Gwynn. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course.
Going back to that last at-bat, that's not an easy thing to do. To pull a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate and keep it fair for a home run, this guy's got some pretty good bat control.
The batter, left fielder, Matt Stairs.
Stepping up to the plate, Matt Stairs. And they're runners at the corners now. The 3-1. Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Little tapper down the first baseline. To first, and the Padres threat goes by the boards as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 3 innings complete. Padres lead it 4-0. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Eric Burns back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Count 1 and 2.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box, Dante Bichette. 3-1 the count now. The 3-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. And the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
Well, this guy makes a living on hitting fastballs. Fall behind in the count, and you'll make you pay.
Yeah, Dan, you drive to the ballpark every night praying to get 1-3-1 count so your eyes can light up and you can guarantee fastball let it eat.
In now is Manny Tomas. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Bichette, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 in the inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Stephen Drew. 1-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. The 1-2. Drilled to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Mark Race. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Stepping up now, Benito Santiago. He singled his last time up. Hit hard down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
He'll try again, 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Here now the 2-2. High in the air. And this is taken in for out number 1. Good time now to check out the Diamondbacks Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. So striding in, Andy Bentz. A 1-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Burns has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Manuel Diaz.
Digging in the switch hitter, Manuel Diaz, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Now the 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 2-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ready with another 2-2. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Padres down in order, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Alex Roth, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Still even at 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Short, hit hard. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Now batting, Alex Avila. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. A ball and 2 strikes. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Daniel Descalso. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 2 out, nobody on. Back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Goldschmidt will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Taken high and deep to right. David going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They trail here 4-0.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher to tell you about, and it's the Dominican-born right-hander Neftali Feliz who gets the call. Digging in to try it again, Fernando Tatis. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard to short. Drew comes up with it. Close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started. Ready for another shot now, Matt Antonelli. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep too.
Now the payoff pitch home. Flying toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Into the box now, Mark McGuire. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Tomas is under this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they're in front 4-0. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Eric Burns. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Again, he sends it out of play.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity. Got him.
And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box, Dante Bichette. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
In now, Yasmani Tomas. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. It's a solo shot here for Yasmani Tomas. Number 25 for him on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Standing in now, Stephen Drew. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. Through 5.5, it's the Padres 4 and the D-backs 1. Riding in once again, Big Daddy David. Hard liner to center field. Tomas has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Padres, center fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. The 2-1 home. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Left fielder, Matt Stairs.
So coming to the plate, Matt Stairs. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Standing in, Benito Santiago, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Andy Bentz. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Padres leave a pair as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Back here at Petco Park. Padres out in front in this one as we come to our game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Leading off the inning, Mark Grace, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box now, Alex Roth. Very weakly on the ground, but it rolls foul, so we'll have another payoff pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Roth stands at first with 1 out. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
In the air out toward right field. David sprinting after it, and that retires the side. 1 left for Arizona. They trail it 4-1.
7th inning stretch.
back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Manuel Diaz.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Now batting.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
Into the box, Fernando Tatis. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll be back in standing up. We're in the seventh now. 4-1 our score to this point. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch taken for ball four. The throw not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So digging in now, Matt Antonelli. Working for the punch out and the offering. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw to the plate. The tag is there from Avila, and he's out at home plate.
Now batting.
Sort of a daring move there going for the plate, but it didn't pay off. It was hit softly, but it gets scooped up quickly and fired home on target. Ideally, you want to go home like that on a ball that's hit beyond the pitcher's mound.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mark McGuire, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Tatis on second. Antonelli is over at first with 1 away. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch is high. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Digging in, Big Daddy David comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
2-2. Popped him up. Grace ranging into shallow right. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Now at the plate, Tony Gwynn. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. The 1-2. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Roth is there. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back at Petco Park in just a moment. Jake Lamb is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 23, Jake Lamb.
Shot toward right center. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. 8th inning here from Petco Park. Friars out on top in front of their home crowd as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Stepping in, Eric Burns. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Stepping in now, Dante Bichette. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Burns, base runner at first with 1 out. High and deep to right center. Gwynn racing back to the track. He leaps, but he can't make the play, and it bangs off the wall. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and we are tied again.
Yeah, he's been producing at the plate all year, so this should come as a surprise to nobody. But just because it's expected doesn't mean it's any less impressive. One swing, and we are tied.
Three runs already home here. In now, Stephen Drew pulls this one into the air out into right field. David is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
First baseman number 25, Mark Grace.
Into the box now, Mark Grace. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. But the Diamondbacks are up for 3 thanks to this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. All even now at 4 apiece. Randall Delgado is Steps on to pitch
Now
out of the
pitching for the
bullpen in the bottom
Diamondbacks,
half of the eighth.
Number 48, Randall Delgado.
Digging in and looking for more, Matt Stairs. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Tapper up the line. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Up next for the Padres, catcher, Benito Santiago.
Now at the plate, Benito Santiago. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
1-2 now. This year against right-handed pitching, Templeton is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Burns has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Padres down in order. Score remains tied at 4. Number 41 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 41.
In now, Alex Roth. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Standing in now, Alex Avila. Popped him up. Antonelli trying to get there. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Coming to the plate now, Daniel Descalso. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 2 out, nobody on. And strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. This game's all tied at 4. The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go Manuel Diaz. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Belted high and deep into right center. Burns looking up. Gone! Santa Maria. Game over. Solo shot to right center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The San Diego Padres came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Number 41 wins his fourth game out of the bullpen this year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to the